Good morning. We are back at the coast for a minute. That's surfing again. It looks very beautiful. And the violence that those waves have, we could hear them breaking. When the waves break, you could hear that in the van this night. And we're not right at the coast, but yeah, I don't mind, but yeah, very beautiful. It's quite an old town, like this hotel, and the most thing, I don't know the exact date, but the most things are built ending 1800s, early 1900s. Here's that sign I was talking about, like the hotel. I gotta stay out of the sun. It's built in 1926. But you see all kind of dates, 1850, 1885, 1913, and so on. 1884, so it's quite an old place here. I like this. I found a little terrace. Are you open? No, not really, but what do you want? A cup of coffee? Oh, no problem, we make that for you. Try it off a table. Everything is still locked, so no problem. Try it off a chair. Pour the water for Bo. And a cup of coffee. And I also like the mug. Great. Yes, we are leaving this small town. I don't know on the top of my head the name. But it was nice. We went to see the ocean this morning again, and sat down on the terrace for a few coffee, and it even got busier. For a place that wasn't open, it was nice to see, and good vibe there. And yeah, for now we are on our way. We are going just south of Bordeaux. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Just remember that we had to stop by Leclerc because of my friend's SIM card.
300 meter, neem op de rotonde de tweede afslag.
So I added that to the route. It's near Beer. It should be a big one. So yeah, we stop there and get our SIM card topped up again. I'm noticing that it is fairly busy. On the Spanish side at the Atlantic coast, I already thought it was way busier than on the Mediterranean side. But here too, it's a lot of campers, a lot of people. Even in the small town we just were, it was fairly busy with people, and the little terrace, it was closed. But when I left, there were 5 or 6 tables occupied, and each time we had to unlock another table and clean it. So that was funny to see. But yeah, I also think the season starts earlier on this side. I don't know why, but yeah. Once every while we had a...
Na 600 meter, neem op de rotonde de derde afslag.
See-through to the left, and we could see the ocean, but I don't think we're gonna see it now anywhere soon, because we are getting off the coast more and more. So yeah, just stop at the Leclerc. My SIM card, Frank's SIM card, is topped up again, so we are also okay for March. So yeah, in the coming days I can upload a fairly easy and a lot of YouTube videos. So gotta make use of that data I've got. Yeah, so now we're on our way again, and I'll talk to you guys later. Now this is one other thing, I gotta remember to turn down the radio now again. Now we're back in France, because in Spain there was.
Na 400 meter, neem op de rotonde de tweede afslag.
There was no good music on the radio. I first thought it was an exaggeration because I met a Spaniard in Blanes. I talked about him in the video, but I don't know if I already had English videos back then. He loved André Rieu, so we talked about André Rieu because he is Dutch person, of course. And he was complaining about Spanish music. He told me Spaniards can't make music. The only thing is the flamenco.
Na 300 meter, neem op de rotonde de tweede afslag.
He said it wasn't even. I don't know if it comes from Spain or somewhere else, but yeah, he was complaining about the music. But I first thought it was an exaggeration, but listening to the radio in Spain, I now really believe it, because it was terrible. It was only talking shows, no music, and when there was music on, it was really not my cup of tea. So
volg deze route nog 2 kilometer.
After a few days, I didn't even bother to turn on the radio. So while in Spain, I haven't listened any radio. So now we're back in France. I turned on the radio again, and yeah, it's nice. It's international music, but also the French chansons. I like them. So yeah, but yeah, I was turning on the camera for something else, but I completely forgot. So maybe I'll remember later. I've got to say that it takes some getting used to again to the fact that we are in France and not in Spain anymore, because I was so in the Spanish si and no and the nada and all those answers and replies and little questions. So yeah, now it's back to oui and non, and merci, and s'il vous plaît, and de rien. So yeah,
Na 300 meter, neem op de rotonde de tweede afslag.
Again, and yeah, all that kind of stuff. But it's also a part of I think, it's the charm of traveling. So you gotta adapt. And I must say, it's already better than yesterday. Yesterday was really terrible. Even people laughed and asked, "You're coming from Spain?" Yes. They immediately hear that I'm not French or not even a Spaniard, so they ask, "We're traveling through. You came from Spain?" Yeah, I did. So yeah.
De tweede afslag.
I remembered, and here in France, it is very noticeable that we've been driving through one village after the other since we left this morning. It's in Spain there was some kind of sub-highway that went by a lot of villages and cities. But here you've got those French route nationale, the N roads and the D roads.
Na 400 meter, neem op de rotonde de tweede afslag.
The N roads do circumvent villages mostly, but the old D roads, they just go across and through all those villages. So it's about 2 kilometers between next town or village at the most, and then we're in a little town again. So that's also noticeable in comparison with Spain. I like it. It's
na 600 meter, neem op de rotonde de tweede afslag.
Stuff happens. So but it is for the nature view, it's less desirable, but we get to areas where it's less populated, and then I guess we got
far bigger stretches between towns. And
Na 300 meter neem op de rotonde de tweede afslag.
Enjoy nature again. But this is fairly populated, this area. It's like the Mediterranean, like on the Côte d'Azur. But yeah, the southwest region, of course, is also a nice weather region. So yeah, it's well populated. So,
De tweede afslag.
you can see that. It's a busy area. Here's a stretch between villages. Yeah, it's a bit more agricultural. A bit back we had some forest. It was smelling real nice, fresh pine. But yeah, here is more
Na 1 kilometer neem op de rotonde de tweede afslag.
houses with gardens and fields. I thought I'd just
Tweede afslag.
put you guys on for a minute. Yeah, it might be a bit of a boring trip today. I don't mind driving this road. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, for filming
Na
it's
600 meter neem op de rotonde de tweede afslag.
it might not be the most exciting. No more rugged mountain terrains or stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. It's from the distance I thought that may be a bit more of a
Na
modern
300
church.
meter
But
neem op de rotonde de tweede afslag.
getting closer, I see it's all natural stone and stuff. So it's yeah, it might be an older one. Yeah, so I don't know. It's yeah, it's one of those
Tweede
days.
afslag.
We're traveling. Yeah, 1 minute I'm talking about a boring ride, and then look at those huge trees in this beautiful lane. And that's France also. It's yeah, those. I gotta look up how they are called in English. I haven't done English videos in France. I'm for sure now
Na 1
because I don't know the
kilometer de
English
snelweg
name of
op.
those trees. They are all over France. Napoleon planted thousands and thousands of them along those yeah, route nationales and the old D roads. So you gotta remember to look up the name of those trees. Yeah, the navigation told me the highway, but that isn't the highway. You can see it. The maximum speed is 110 kilometers, and the trees right beside the road. But it's yeah, a separate 2 lanes up and a separate 2 lanes down the other way. So at least this is a part where we make some kilometers. It's yeah, in comparison with the road through all those nice little villages, we make do on this one. So yeah, I'm curious how long we'll be on it, and I think when we have got about an hour to go, we take a little break, have some lunch, and let Bo also stretch her legs. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, this is a bigger stretch in nature, and yeah, it's nice. And it's a nice day to drive. The weather is good, the sun is shining, the windows open. Yeah, it's a fairly nice ride. I enjoy this. But like I was saying in my Dutch channel just now, I got a message on the phone that also in the Netherlands at least, so probably in the bigger parts of Europe, Northern Europe, it's fairly good weather, because in the Netherlands they set another record for the warmest February day. So probably there's more countries in Northern Europe that have record-breaking warmth at the moment. I believe it's the draft from the south brings the good weather from the south way up north. So yeah, depending on how you look at it, it's a good thing, I would say, that you have a nice day. But yeah, when you have the climate skeptics, you have a skeptic look at the climate, then yeah, you probably think it's a bad thing. So yeah, I'm fairly neutral in all this. I see it's getting warmer, but I also know that the world we live in have seen way warmer periods, and I don't know, of course people pollute the place, but yeah, in my humble opinion, start with the big corporations and start with industry, and not pester normal people with all kinds of climate stuff. Like I showed you guys, boats, even those fishing boats that are needed, but those ridiculous cruise ships, airplanes that there aren't even taxes on kerosene. I find it ridiculous. And then pester normal people about driving an older diesel or whatever, and that the taxes on a liter of diesel or petrol, for that matter, are more than half of the price. I find that ridiculous. When you can buy an airplane ticket for 17 euros to fly from Spain to England or to Amsterdam or wherever. Of course, when you want those trips, it's nice that you get that, but I find it ridiculous that there are no taxes on that stuff. Really crazy. And there's ridiculous cruise ships where thousands of people packed on a boat go drive around and yeah, look at beautiful areas and stuff like that. It should be forbidden. It's or no, it shouldn't be forbidden. There should be real normal prices on it. When you want that, you then pay your taxes and stuff like that, and not those cheap prices. And I always have this discussion with people that say, yeah, my vehicle is 2002, so it's an older vehicle, and it drives on diesel, and I'm glad I am driving diesel. I'm proud of driving diesel. I don't want, because the fuel consumption on a liter of diesel, this engine is way more economical than any petrol engine. So yeah, that's, but I'm rambling now. So that's some, you notice that are some of those things that get me roused up a bit, because I don't fly, I don't take a cruise ship, so I don't use 50 liters a day to take showers. I with my 25 liters tank of wash water, where I wash myself each day, I estimate I use about 0.7 liters per day for washing myself. No one in a normal house can say that he does. No one, because when you take a shower, way more you've already wasted before you step into the shower. Most people do, anyways. So yeah, it's turning out to be a bit of a rambling about wasting stuff and saving their environment and stuff like that. I'll stop now. Maybe we'll get back to that later when you guys want to, but then put it in the comments when you want me to ramble on about this stuff, because then I know people like it. So for now I leave it with this. Someone's glad she found grass. Wow, allee, geen kolengraven, we zijn op het strand. Not like on the beach, trying to dig holes. She found rabbit droppings. Yeah, we're just parked up in a picnic area beside the highway. They do that nicely in France. I also noticed that on the way up that they divide trucks on that side, and then with a small or tight turn they make sure trucks don't get in the other area. And yeah, it's nice and quiet. The weather is beautiful. They got tables and benches out. I presume there are bins. Yes, there are bins also. So yeah, nice place to have a break. You can not really hear the highway, so it's also nice. It smells good here. It really smells like spring. Yeah. Juice. Something for you on the bread. Butter. In France again. That was also hard to find in Spain. Good butter. So yeah. Poodle. Lunch break. There's the van. And even the poodle understands that there's a difference to jets flying over. Even the poodle understands there's a difference between French bread and Spanish bread. Because the Spanish, she often, yeah, she didn't eat it. Sometimes she did, but mostly not. And now the French bread is is enjoyed. Het is lekker, hè, bro? There they are. I believe they are cranes. There's also a reservation for them in this area. There are really a lot. And they are high up now. Really high up. Just before they were a bit lower. I had my binoculars out and watched, I believe they are cranes. We are on our way again, and here in front of us you can see the peage on the highway. The navigation took us off the highway one exit before that. And I don't even think it's that a long stretch, this peage. I believe it's a reasonably short distance, and then you can get on the highway again all the way to Bordeaux. So, but I don't know how the navigation, because just now it told me I found a shorter route, 8 kilometers shorter, 5 minutes faster. Well, you want to take that? Yes. So yeah. Let's see how the navigation takes us. You see now back on the highway, it was just a very short peage. So yeah, I don't know. And just a
Volg deze route nog 6 kilometer.
Over the highway again. I don't believe it's that much farther. I don't know, about 40 kilometers or something like that, I believe. Yeah, we are getting closer to our destination.
Na 400 meter rechtdoor rijden.
I believe it's about 25 kilometers, something like that, or maybe even less, 20. And yeah, our destination is a little town southeast of Bordeaux. We are not going to visit Bordeaux. I've visited Bordeaux, I've been there. And when I was there, I found it to be a dirty city, really dirty, and I don't have that very quick. There was a stench in the city, an appalling smell. Of course, not there where the big the big shopping street where the big brands and etc. are, and where the tourist attractions are. There it's clean, but everywhere else in the city I found it.
Deze route nog 15 kilometer.
Yeah, it smelled, and there were a lot of homeless people, a lot of trash in the streets. Yeah, no, it didn't appeal to me back then, and it doesn't appeal to me to go back there now. Also because tonight, 1 week from today, so I want to be in the south of the Netherlands. So we've got exactly 1 week left. And I don't want to be too hasty. Tomorrow I want to try to get to La Rochelle, because that is a city I would like to visit again. I found it a very attractive harbor and a very nice city to visit. And I would like to visit that again. And in the harbor there is a boat on shore that's been converted to a little restaurant. And they sell from the boats with a terrace outside, and they have one of the best grilled sardines in France. I've tasted them back then, and they're really good. And so if that place is still open, is still there, I want to have a plate of grilled sardines there. But that's for tomorrow or the day after, because I don't know exactly how. I guess tomorrow, because, and I have to say, I think it's about 100-150 kilometers, but I might be wrong. Today was a fair 200, I believe 205 or 10, something like that. So it's not a huge problem, but yeah, I think that tomorrow we want to try to get to La Rochelle, and then from then, yeah, we'll see. Maybe up to Nantes. That's another city I wouldn't mind visiting, but yeah, I don't know if we got the time for it. But I think I want to drive up to Nantes, and nevertheless, even if I don't visit the city itself, because in Nantes there the Loire exits into the Atlantic. And I think I would like to drive back along the Loire. We can't follow the Loire completely, but a bit, yeah, as far as we can, and then maybe in just one day drive up to the side of the Netherlands. So yeah, that would be an idea. We'll see. But yeah, like I said, we're getting closer to our destination. This video is going to be way longer than I expected it would be, because it's another 4 minutes now. By the way, if you guys think I'm babbling about too much, just write it in the comments too, because yeah, I'm I don't know, it's a bit of a boring day, and yeah, I had to pay attention to that asshole just overtaking me while I'm doing the maximum, and while there was a bike just coming, and he had to have seen the bike too, because I did go a bit to the left already. But okay, leave it be. So if you guys think I'm babbling about too much, just say in the comments, and because yeah, I could also yeah, do just a few snapshots of a day like this, or even skip it completely, because it, yeah, there's not really much going on as driving, and yeah, I enjoy the ride. Don't get me wrong, I like the ride. I don't find it boring for me, but yeah, I'm at the wheel, and I like those little towns and stuff that's happening, and yeah. So, but for you guys watching the video, I don't know. Now I'll shut up because the video about me babbling too much is 1.5 minutes already. So now we are parked up somewhere. There's a little park. There behind that wall is a cemetery. So yeah, this is quite steep. That way is high up, and that way goes down to the water. So yeah, natural flow, and that's very good, but not if it's too much and you want to try to sleep in a camper van. So I also tried park lengthwise, but yeah, everybody is like this, so I don't want to be that guy. So now I'm parked up with the left back wheel right on the root of that lovely tree. So a little of that angle is cancelled out now, and yeah, I don't mind a few centimeters, but when there's 10 centimeters between the left and the right of the van, then it's too much when that causes your head to go down. So when your head is up, I even don't mind the 10 centimeters, but not the other way around. Of course, you clever people, I want to say just turn the van around and your head is up. Yeah, that would be right. You would be right, but I don't want to turn the van around because now, look at that. Just a wheel, nothing else. No saddle, nothing. Cool. Because now we get the sun, and it's there it's setting, so there is rising, and then it goes zzz. So tomorrow it's right on when it rises, it's in front for that little poodle girl who likes to lay in the sun then, and then on the side door the sun can shine in, and I like that better than the fact of being not completely level annoys me. I don't mind it that much. So yeah, we're gonna explore the town. So there was a little square, and yeah, we're gonna walk up.